All right, everyone, if you give government an inch, it'll usually take a mile. And so, actually, Somerville, Massachusetts has become the second city in the U.S., after in San Francisco, no less, to ban facial recognition technology from being deployed, like, by police, local government, and stuff. I support this. I think it should be banned nationwide. I think that facial recognition is a Pandora's box, potentially. Just like, can you imagine, and sometimes it's private companies that are the problem, because they get people to give their biometric data now to unlock your fucking phone, practically. Which, by the way, should be turned off by default. It always asks you, it fucking prompts you and stupid shit like that. It's like, wear a fake finger thingy on when you're playing with your phone, otherwise the government's going to steal your data. But, what happens is that at some point, if we continue down the road we're on, like body scans at the airport, constant monitoring of your stuff online, Project Echelon, which nobody talks about anymore, the stuff that Snowden revealed to us, the NSA spying, private companies doing the same thing, Facebook gathering all your data, Google's AI trying to basically program human beings. If we continue going down this line, at what point are we no longer, in any way, shape, or form, measurably speaking, a free society? At that point, is it appropriate to even care about the security of that society if it is no longer free? As a libertarian, of course, I say no. There's literally no reason to safeguard your country if you're not free. If you're not an individual, if you're treated like a vassal or a slave, at that point, there's no reason to have loyalty. There's no reason to care about safety. I know that life goes on, and even under, tyrannical conditions, people still do live. Typically, you look at throughout history, even under the most brutal regimes, usually you have population growth. Things have to be real fucking bad before you even have, like, a decline in the human population that's not ascribed to disease or war or something like that, like internal civil war or something. Usually doesn't do that. Like, in modern times, Pol Pot, I guess, would be the main answer to that. Didn't the population of Cambodia fall by like 30% when Pol Pot came to power? Because they had executed so many people and then a bunch of people starved? I know it was a significant proportion. Hell, the economy there is still recovering to this day. Cambodia doesn't have a functioning economy, barely. But facial recognition is highly dystopian. And the thing is, if it's different if you're submitting to it voluntarily. I would never do this, and I don't think anyone else in their right mind should. If you want to scan your face to open your phone or to unlock your websites or fucking whatever you do with it, that's one thing. It's voluntary, it's informed consent. It's a terrible idea. You shouldn't even be offered the opportunity because companies should be leaned on by the whole population not to even institute such tech. But you can do that. But if I'm going out into a public place, if I'm just driving down the street, and there are facial recognition cameras everywhere that are constantly scanning everything in their surroundings, that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment if it's been imposed by a governing body, or by a body that is empowered by a governing body, like the police or something. It's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. It's because my taxpayer money would literally be used to spy on me. And without informed consent being involved, without any form of voluntary action on my part. Simply existing in an area that's not highly rural would mean that you'd be scanned by these cameras. That's, I think, highly inappropriate. It's also pointless. It's like, well, we can catch the bad guy more easily. There's cameras everywhere already in every urban area. For the most part, the worst thing is that all of these violations of people's privacy, like every other element of tyranny, always comes to you served in a nice little package with a ribbon that says, like, think of the children, keeping people safe, catching the bad guy, better society, something like that. And it's always sold to you, through subterfuge, essentially. You're given a lie. You're told you need this to be safe. We need more gun control to be safe. We need to crack down on internet free speech, otherwise children will die, and stupid shit like that. It's never true, and it's never helpful, and it's always used by opportunists, even where activists that mean well are the ones pushing such things. Like, I'm sure, like, the Mothers Against Everything pushing gun control because they think it'll save kids. Okay, they're just scared soccer moms pushing it, but they're relying upon people's fear to sell what they're giving them. It's always fear-based, and it's always a bad idea. I think that all cities should ban facial recognition software in the public square. If you want to have again, set it up on your computer, on your phone or something. It makes it easier for you. You're like, you're a white-collar worker. You don't have the extra 5 minutes every morning to log into things normally, so you just take a picture of yourself or something. Now, that is so easily exploited, I would think, but, some people think that it's more secure. I disagree. It's like your fingerprints. Okay, well, you can unlock things with your fingerprint. What happens if that information gets, sold to China or something like that? Okay, then some random hacker from Beijing can get into your computer and steal all your Bitcoin, I suppose. What's going to stop them? I think that the technological age is a great thing. Human communication is way better than it was even 20 years ago. And there are so many benefits, especially economically with the internet. Would I be doing this? If it weren't for the internet, I wouldn't be making a living. It'd probably be fucking homeless or something. I understand that. But there are limitations on technology and its progression and how it can be helpful. And while facial recognition software, I guess, could be helpful, maybe in robots, the ability to recognize a person is familiar to the robot, oh, this is my creator, I know because my database tells me it's my creator. That's pretty cool, that's fun, but it should be voluntary. And for people to constantly be scanned by, facial recognition software, it'd be similar to if the police had set up checkpoints on the road and you had to give an iris scan to drive through. It'd be a violation of the Fourth Amendment, so why is it that you have to submit to having your face scanned all the time to be out in public? Oh, you're walking down the street. 5 times we scanned your identity and we know exactly where you are. They could even use that to build a database of people's general routines. They would know too much about the citizenry. Yes, it's inappropriate. It's also, think even those police officers and councilmen and shit like that, they'd be scanned too. They'd be submitting to the same kind of tyranny that they themselves are ostensibly controlling. I just find it very dystopian. It reminds me, it's like 1984, Brave New World, or even more. The one thing that I think the world is most closely approximating as far as dystopian movies, stuff like that, Brazil, which is one that a lot of people don't mention. It's a dystopian, it's sort of a tongue-in-cheek reference about bureaucracy and corporate strangulation and inefficiency and stuff like that. If you haven't watched it, fucking do. It's an excellent movie. It is just as good, every bit as good as any of the other major dystopian films. Actually, you should definitely see it. And then you'll know what our world is slowly beginning to approximate. And it's pretty shitty. That's about all. Peace out.